Yeah, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. Yeah, we need more wisdom, we need more love. I'm screaming peace on my people, I'm talking one love. And positive people, we need some more of. And black-owned businesses in my neighborhood really need to talk about our condition. TV and the media is painting strange pictures. If you see a black man, get your gun because he's vicious. Cops been killing us. Why you think it's cop killers died in the line of duty and the system is his victims? And when you hit the courtroom, you already convicted. But Trayvon and Michael Brown still ain't getting no justice in the long list of names. What you saying? They deserve it. People love our culture, but it's so hard to be urban. And all these urban legends, boy, I swear they ain't a story. Power to the people and the God be the glory. I'm talking to the people when we share our testimony. Let's talk, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk.
Hey, my people, what's going on? You're tuning with Major TV. Let's talk. This is where real engagement conversation begin with the black community. Major TV addresses social, political, and economical and racial that affect the black community. Thank you for tuning in. Shalom, peace, and blessings. Assalamu alaikum, good day. Um, First and foremost, I want to just send a shout out to everybody that just been communicating with me a lot through emails, chat, um, comments. I want to thank y'all. I really take everything that you all share with me personal, because it matters that we communicate. Again, Major TV is about real engagement, excuse me, communication with the black community. That's real talk. And I don't want to make it all about me when I'm on my channel. I want other people to communicate and what have you. That's why I have interviews. I have guests come on here that share the platform with me and what have you. But I want to thank y'all that definitely is communicating with me and networking and whatnot. Because some of y'all I've met and I've learned to meet y'all personally and what have you. It's been a real connection. But today we're going to talk about discrimination in the workplace. This is very personal to me because I met the brother by coincidence. My truck stopped operating, and where he worked at, the company serviced um, my truck, and the brother was like working the service area of the company, and he would basically take your work on it and whatnot, work on it, and get you prep and pass it on to the guys in the service center and whatnot, right? And he was behind the desk, AC and everything. And every time I come to be like, hey man, no, my truck ready. Oh no, it's not ready. But he was very. Like, I thought he's a meek brother, a meek and humble brother. But so I've been talking to that brother got some fire in him. But he's always gonna look like I ain't finished yet or what have you. I always thought like, damn, I wonder if truck drivers give this brother kind of rough deal, a hard time because sometimes the drivers, I've noticed how nasty truck drivers are with people, especially come down to when they truck in service or whatnot. Anyway, um months later, after my truck was finished and whatnot, I go through there and fuel. I noticed the brother when I was going to fuel. I noticed the brother about to fuel my truck. I said, "Man, what you doing out here fueling trucks? You was inside." He said, "Man, you already know what happened." I was like on call. I mean, I already knew they put a white person in front of him, right? So it messed with me so much that y'all may not remember, but I actually brought this up on my channel, and I was speaking indirectly because I'm still speaking directly. I don't want to get as personal about what this brother had about what's going on because he still works for that company, he's still employed with that company, and it was just a person's raising me because we talk about racism and discrimination. Some of us dealt with it head on, some of us actually seen it. What I mean is we know what's going around. A lot of it's subliminal, it's institutional and whatnot, but to actually just watch something happen like that, it baffles me. But let me send a special a special shout out to Antoine Aura Irvin for the super chat. Appreciate the donation. What's up, Major? What's up, brother Major? In the room. That's what's up, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, I normally do my normal thing. I shout everybody out for I get into my content. I want to shout out LLPRS Most High all be one first. Thank you. Tyra Muhammad in the building. Peace, King Shalom. Shalom, you sister. Thank you for coming through. That's why I got fired. A white customer said she felt uneasy because I didn't celebrate 4th of July and called the store Trader Joe's and they fired me. Laugh out loud. Wow. And believe it or not, Yasharal, this happened. The sister just mentioned that last week when I was in Louisville. She just mentioned that. So you coming on the night, you know what I'm saying, speaks volumes. You know, the sister got her own thing going on the side. When she first told me, in the live, man, I had my co-guest, the elder, man, I was like, it blew me away. Like, but the sister was so strong, and it wasn't like she regretted anything. But I'm glad you came on this channel. You know, I'm talking to the brother. Can you hear me? He watching too in the backstage right now. I want to thank I got kids for coming through Shalom Media TV and family. Black Power. I gotta slow down, y'all. I be talking too fast, and I got critiques for that. I'm from New Orleans, so I talk real fast. I'm trying to slow it down. I'll be also excited to connect with my people, what have you. Ty Mom said, let's talk. But anyway, this brother I'm about to bring on my platform. I'm gonna have him in the backstage too long. I can't know this brother. He's very sincere, and speaking with him, he don't come off as somebody that's extra, a know-it-all. He's very spiritual. The brother is very aware, and we had a chance to talk behind the scenes before we even um decided to do the live and whatnot. In the process of doing the live and what have you. I want to introduce a brother that I came to admire. You know what I'm saying? And I got really salute. Excuse me, salute. Damn. Hey y'all, you know what it is? I'm tired. I want to salute him. Yasharal in the building. How you doing, brother? How you doing? How you doing?
Oh man, I'm blessed, man. How y'all doing out there? Big ups to Major TV. It's a blessing. This is something that I didn't expect. It was straight out of the left field, so I want to just be thankful unto the Most High Yahuwah for the opportunity. Anytime to speak to my brethren is always a privilege, and know that I don't speak on behalf of myself. And I stay humble enough to know that it is not me who is doing the work, but the Most High. As you see the shirt, you see his name. It's all him. It's none of me. So the shirt. This is the shirt is the ancient Yahudi, or what people know as the Hebrew language, and each of these characters represent his name. So to the sister Tehran, I understand, because it's a ever continuous plight that we have to endure, or have endured, with discrimination and how we are treated in the workplace, especially in my situation, whereas Caucasian was put in, where I was removed from the office area, having ran that facility for a year and some time, and they took me out of the position only to put this Caucasian female in there. Now, no disrespect towards her, but she was a friend to the maintenance manager, and that's why that transaction transpired, because of the whole cliche term, it's not what you know, but who you know.
All right. Let me say something right quick. I would like for y'all to like and share this video to everyone. We live. It's a very interesting conversation. We're not afraid to talk about it. As we already know, Tara Muhammad, she has experienced this. She actually experienced. I think she got fired Saturday or Sunday. She recently got fired. She came on the live. She got fired. You know what I'm saying? So this is a must conversation we have to have because too many times because we know what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
we feel like we shouldn't talk about it. And I feel like we should always talk about it because I look at the mental and the spiritual state of our people, right? On the
Right. Right.
black mental health, the black mental health issue in our community, on the spiritual deadness in our community, what have you, with some of our people. And a lot of times when stuff come out like that, they don't know how to fight it. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to fight it. And I know you have a lot to say about that in your situation, but let's talk about it. You see, you've been there a year and a half running everything, a service area and whatnot at your job.
Is you having a little feedback? I'm hearing some like scratchiness.
Well, I was scratching the tail. My bad, my bad. Do you hear me now? Can you hear me?
It's still like a robotic sound to it. It's like distorted.
Wow. Hold on. I'm still sounding like something.
Yeah, you still sound heavy like that.
I'm gonna get out and come back in. Sorry about that, y'all. How it sound now?
Oh man, much better, much better.
All right. Now you opened up briefly talking about it, but let me
Yeah.
let everybody know the reason why I asked Yasharal to come on the show because when I found out what happened to him, I didn't know how to like ask him. We wasn't mutually communicating like that. We were just greeting each other respectfully. But I'm an inquisitive brother. He kind of reserved, and I would ask him about what's going on and what have you. And so he told me what happened to him because I was shocked when I seen him on that fuel out. That's a nasty hot spot to be at. The money probably good, but it's nasty. And then I do these different drivers and things like that, man. You even smell that toxic stuff out there. It's at the bottom of the bottom, of the job, like right. So to see this brother work in a position where it looked like he was pushing buttons. He was running things. You know what I'm saying, and not in the sense of just supervising people, but he was running things, organizing the services of different different trucks and what have you, coordinating everything, having communication with companies plus drivers, and not just trucking companies, but service outsourcing, like dealing with Freightliner or whoever companies or what have you. So he had a large task, right? And this brother was reduced. He was reduced down and working, and it's almost like punishment, almost. You know what I'm saying? And my eyes considering where it came from. So I asked him to come on the channel and just talk. I didn't want to get so personal about calling the job out and blah blah blah. I just wanted to just talk about what he had experienced. So my first question gonna be, how long you had worked there?
Well, right as of this moment, I've been there for 5 years,
Wow. Okay.
and in my 5 years, I got the opportunity because I put in for the position of CSC. And for anyone wanting to know, there's only pretty much two major transportation companies that deal with the lease and rental of 36-foot trucks or tractor trailer combination. So you can pretty much figure out who the elephant in the room is.
Right.
But
Right. Right.
I I've been there for 5 years. I put in the application or I put in the request to say, hey, I want to try this office position out. You have to have a bachelor's degree. I have that.
Mm.
And one day it just happened, out of the blue, out of nowhere, they called me and said, okay, you're going to be in the office. I had really no formal training with the company, but the Most High, I give it all to him because he prepared me to do what I did. And as you said, Major, it was not only just communicating with drivers about the mechanical issues about their trucks, but I'm also talking with heads of companies, um, regional managers, if I can say that, general managers, fleet maintenance, outsourcing, asset protection, asset requirement, and acquirements. So it was a lot. So being at 5 years, I have I would say humbly, a well-rounded um, mental position and I want to say capacity to do the job. So having got an opportunity, got up in there with the same young lady who they removed me for because she quit the first time and
And
then
this is the
came back.
white lady, right? It's the white lady, right?
Right, it's this Caucasian female, young. Um,
And
did
she
she
quit.
really? She quit. Yeah, she quit the first time. Now check this out. She It was her, and then it was another Caucasian male whom was in a position of what is called an OMT. And those acronyms stand for Office Manager Trainee. That's the person who's going to be taking on or could take on a service manager job or even go higher in the company. Both of those individuals quit. They just struck out. So I'm left there by myself without any help whatsoever. And again, I give it to the Most High because He prepared me to deal with that by myself in that office, working, I don't know, 10 hours a day, 6 days a week sometimes to get it. Well, no, not 6 days. Yeah, 5 days a week to get the job done. And when they saw an opportunity to bring the young lady back, that's when they said, okay, we got to get him out of here. So in my situation, the maintenance manager, this guy went to his boss and flat out lied and said that I wasn't a good fit for that office position.
Mm.
So he lied. He said, yeah, I don't think that Yasharal is a good fit. So his boss said, okay, I trust you. You can go ahead and remove him. And it cascaded one day after another where the service manager came. And like we talked about it before, Major, this service manager, the previous one, he was elated. He was happy. He was jovial to remove me. So one day he came in and said, hey, we're going to put you back at your regular schedule of 10 to 6. You can't get no overtime, none of that stuff. Then the next couple of days passed by and he came back in and said, we're going to put you back on the few island. And a couple of days after that, I see the same young lady. Now it's in a way it's distressing because for the time I was in there by myself, which was a lengthy 8 to 9 months by myself, like we said, talking to companies about their repairs of their trucks and all that good stuff, scheduling repairs with the mechanics, basically running the show, even having the know-how to get that facility to a top rating. Um, they saw the opportunity to lie and remove me. And like I said, a couple of days later, there she is again. And the bad part about it is that they brought her in or brought her back in with more money than what I was making
After she quit it.
after she quit.
Now let me come in for a second, right quick, because we're gonna remember she quit, came
Mm-hmm.
back, and now she's making more money. But I have to
Yeah.
ask you something. Well, I gotta be coming. And I gotta compliment what he's saying. Now, when I first met this brother, I won't lie, I had truck issues, right? Customer service was impeccable. I'm letting you know it was impeccable. I love how you was cordial. I love the fact that you knew how to express yourself. You was very direct and honest about what's going on. You wasn't trying to,
Yes, sir.
button tell me anything. So I'm saying firsthand, I've met this brother, and trust me, he was doing his job good. I mean, very good. So I can attest to that. And I just want to jump in and say that. Now, this Caucasian who quit
Mm-hmm.
because
Two,
two quit.
two of them. Yes, sir.
And this Caucasian lady came, both of them came back, and she just came back.
Just a female.
And your service manager or a manager would lie to whomever, right? To hire you
Yeah.
up that you're not a good fit.
Right.
Her back, and after she quit, showing that she's not reliable, she's not a team player, all the checklists that all the checks marks you should have for a great employer. She she's not a fit, but they bring her back and demote you and lie. What happens next in reference to what they did with you?
Well, what happened next was, of course, they moved me back out to, the fueling station to wash trucks and to fuel customers and move trucks around and bring them in and out of the shop. And let me note, and this is crazy, but after she came back, uh, 3 months later, she quit again. Yeah,
Wow.
she quit again. So, but with me, they just took me out of the office, and then on top of that, to add salt to the wound, they took back the raise that they gave me for that position. So it didn't just stop at what I would think it was, as far as it being humiliation to have me in the office and then take me out of there, then put me back on the fuel island or the fueling station. But they added insult to injury when they took away my pay.
Mm.
And that hurt me in a way because, of course, as employees, we rely on a certain amount of money that we're making per hour to take care of our families. I mean, that's what it's basically about for me, to take care of my two daughters and to make sure that they have and to make sure that they're well rounded and well grounded. And but this is where Yahuwah comes in, and he still sustained me with what, even after they took away from me. But it again, when it happened, I'm sitting in that office and he comes in, he talks to me. He had this feeling of excitement and he was just nonchalant with it. And it's like, man, it's like a stab kind of to the heart, and it hurt because it's like you do so much. And then for it to be like this, or it to end like this, you be ready to, you be ready to go postal for the most part. Because sometimes you can't, or it's not that you cannot or can't, it's just that trying to process it mentally, when you put so much work into it, it kind of messes with you.
I know your spiritual brother, and I know you explained to me basically how you overcame. I did ask you, did you fight back with EOC? I think it's, let me see, hold on. You fight back through the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. You told me you didn't. You said you did what?
No,
Something
you're right. No, I didn't go through the EEOC.
with the
I took
HR,
that.
right?
Yeah, as far as the removal from the office position, I didn't do the EEOC because, like we discussed previously, I didn't have all the information. I didn't know a lot of things. See, this service manager who removed me and the maintenance manager, both of them were 20-year best friends. So that's how he got the job. So this is, again, like I said earlier, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So no, I didn't
Don't
do
make it federal. Don't make it federal, but I hear you though.
right. I didn't do the EEOC because, like I said, I didn't have the information, and I would have been going half cocked over the whole thing, not being able to prove anything. And then with that, they would have been able to say that, oh, he's disgruntled, he's a problem now, so we're gonna have to try to find a way to get rid of him.
Let me cut in for 1 second. And I want to say something about the EOC, Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Therefore, when you having issues with your employer or company, it
Right.
covers a large range of stuff, especially discrimination and what have you. I
Hmm.
advise everybody that's employed to go look at all the different things and categories that you might can come back to and go at your company about any injustice they did to you. Also the fact that you have to go to HR and what have you. A lot of these companies, because we are black, they will try to bully us. I have to remind people the reason why you have so many CEOs of black people, I guess say CEOs, but black people in executive position, because there were so many lawsuits filed with lies coming like Coca-Cola, IBM, that wasn't promoting black people that was doing what he was doing, training and helping them, and then they promoting them over them or what have you. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Now I know we said we should start a business, and I have a couple of business myself, but I gotta be honest with you. I'm employed too. I gotta be honest with you. A business is a process. It's not easy because you have to know how. You have to know a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you definitely got to be on your financials, your taxes, and stuff like that. And you got to find a product you can sell. A product to sell to make a profit to pay your bills. It's not that easy. You hear people saying you have to start somewhere. Like me right now, I have side businesses that making me money, right? That I eventually want to graduate and just be totally autonomous. But that's a process. But we dealing with black people right now in America that's working in corporate America or working with these blue collar jobs, whereas we see white people in engineering, all these. I can tell you all some stories I know about being on the road driving, how you go to the warehouse, predominantly black, all white people in high positions running the warehouse. You know what I'm saying? That's a reality. Just like the Walmarts and all that, and light stores and stuff. You see all these in the back, you be somebody white, even on fast food, somebody white be the manager. All that's called systemic racism, y'all. Like they say, it's not the people per se, institutions and businesses and so forth. And what happens, people, whites, Caucasian, they know about the white privilege and know that things are in their favor. They just fall in the line. You know what I'm saying? So, not saying all white people are racist, but most of them are, and a lot of them are complicit. You know what I'm saying? Where they're not gonna see nobody gonna look the other way and what have you, even if they know it's wrong, get dislike you, but not talk against the power structure. You know what I'm saying? They just scared of some black people that don't want to talk against the power structure. But getting back to what we're talking about, you didn't go through the EEOC, but you did go to HR. What happened with HR?
Well, I went to HR for a different issue because after that situation, after the removal of me from the office, then they started to try to write me up continuously to fire me. See, they are trying right now. They are trying to create a paper trail for any little thing that I do wrong, so that they can get rid of me. Because in the 5 years that I've been there, I have only been written up once. And with this company, after 1 year goes by with that one write-up, it goes away. So for 4 years, I was write-up free. And then after the service manager who removed me was gone after 10 months, he didn't really make the cut. He wasn't that smart about the position because, again, his friend gave it to him. So that's where you come in with the white privilege. So another service manager comes in from a location out of Lafayette, Louisiana. And this guy, the whole routine with the Cajun and the redneck or whatever. That's when all the write-ups started because me personally, I'm not one of those people to hold my tongue. You feel me? So I had an incident or a situation where I'm talking to the operations manager, right? Now, this is the guy who sits above the maintenance manager. And me personally, not being disrespectful, I told him, I said, you's a liar. Because he said that the girl of whom quit twice, you feel me? She quit twice, who quit twice told him that I was sitting next to her and I wouldn't give her the information about none of the trucks or the updates on none of the repairs, which was a lie because every single day, again, the Most High gave me the ability to know all of those truck numbers, your truck number especially, and every other truck number by heart, by memorization. He gave it to me to know it. You can ask me at that point in time what a truck number was, what repairs were being done, and I can give you an update like that. So I told him to his face that what you were saying about her, about what she said, yeah, you're lying. And let me tell y'all, these people do not like to be told that kind of truth. It hurts their ego. After that conversation, and I told him also that both he and his maintenance manager were liars and I don't trust them. That's when all of the barrage of write-ups started coming in, them asking me to do odd jobs and then write me up for it. It just became of sorts a little overwhelming. And that's when I went to HR and said, hey, this is not right. They're trying to get rid of me. They've already affected how I take care of my family. And now they're trying to affect that even more by terminating me.
Well, let me
So
stop for a second. I don't mean to cut you off. You can keep that train of thought, but you think they will attack you because they're trying to get rid of you because they see you have a case that you can go at them with discrimination?
of course, of
Oh,
course. Man, think about it. You have a person of color of whom you are paying less than their Caucasian counterpart.
that
Doesn't
quit.
matter the gender.
That
Doesn't
quit.
matter male or female. What'd you say?
That quit twice.
That quit twice. You're right. You have a person of color who you're paying less than their Caucasian counterpart. And if I take this before some attorney after being fired for some miscellaneous or felonious write up, then yeah, that seems like a good case for what was it called? Employment discrimination.
Workplace discrimination. Yeah.
Right.
Same
Um,
thing. Though.
yeah, it's the same thing. So if that were if that were the will of the Most High Yahuwah to allow me to seek that avenue, then of course that could hurt them. Because let me tell you something. A former employee who used to work with me out there on a few hours sued that company because he got hurt. And they don't want that. No company wants to be in litigation for discrimination, much let alone an employee being hurt. So what they see in some of us who dare to speak out, who will not hold our tongues, they see an issue, they see a problem, and they will try to get rid of that problem as quick as possible. And that's where having the mental clarity.
Your stuff though. Your verse changed. You all right? This talk.
You hear me differently?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. I ain't doing
Oh,
nothing.
you take it off, put it back on. Let me see.
You hear me differently now?
Sound different. Sound different. Talk to. It's
Okay.
keep. I'm gonna see another. Yes, all right.
So again, it's just those companies don't like.
I'm gonna see another link. I'm
Huh?
gonna see another link. I don't like what you sound. I'm see another.
Okay.
I'm see another link. I don't want to talk like that, y'all. You got me laughing down, but now I can't. It's verses. Just get out the thing. I can send to you because your verse sound different. I was like, no, I can't do that one. I was forgiven for laughing like that, but I'm like, wow, this verse sounds so different. I want some another link to come in. No, we can't do that. We can't do that one, boy. It's been come on, y'all. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna kick you out. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. He was sounding like an android. I was like, oh, his mouth sound, he sounds so strong talking. Then he went to a little quacky verse. I couldn't help. Real talk. Time when Howard laughing at me. I was like, hold up, what the hell? Don't mess the live up like that. And brother sounding android or something. Wait for it to come in, but I definitely want y'all to know this is a real reality in our community. And I'm glad Tyra Muhammad is in the chat because she know personally about this discrimination. What's going on with you, brother?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, bro. You my bad, man.
Nah, it's all good, bro. Like I said, it happened to you as well. I'm hearing you like
Yeah.
it was real distorted. I mean, you sounded like an actual
I
robot.
saw like that. Oh man, that's how you started. I started dying laughing.
Yes,
Oh,
indeed. But just continue what we was talking about. These companies don't want that type of pressure. They don't want that type of atmosphere, um, and they will be willing to get rid of anybody to uh, that would pose that kind of a threat. Now, see, with this particular company, I want to tell y'all that the company is good, but it's always going to be the people that run it. The mentality of those people that have that racist mindset, or to have that bigoted mindset, prejudices within themselves. That's what have these companies looking real bad. And before the company would deal with its upper management and their issues, they would rather just keep the status quo and get rid of you or get rid of us.
I want to say this, and I really believe everything starts with their head. So I don't want to believe that companies don't know a lot of these rural areas and cities where you have black people, white people running things. Bad rules. You got a lot of black people, but I think it's predominantly white. It's almost 50%. It's high. I know percentage of white people is high out there. My thing is, and knowing that these companies have to know that there's some bigotry going on. They have to. I just can't believe they don't know that's going on.
They know.
My question to you is, you knowing what's going on, what are you going to do about it though?
Well, it's like
And you
it's
have to
like
just you don't have to just spill all the beans. I'm just concerned if you prepare for what to take, what to do next.
well, for me again, it's a spiritual walk. Um, if I try to do anything outside of what I've already been told, as far as when it as it pertains to the Most High Yahuwah, then I will run aground like a ship at sea, and I'm not trying to do that. And like we talked about before we came on the show, there are things that He wants me to do that override what I want to do. Case in point, if you go to this company and submit your truck for repair and it's not done, and they're just playing with you, it's messing up your money, it's messing up how you take care of your family, you be ready to throw some hands.
Right.
But see, the thing about throwing hands and getting in our feelings or in our emotions, it tends to send us to a place where we cannot recoup. I.e., if we are the aggressor, then okay, here come the cops. We go to jail, got to go to court. Now we got a record, and that record is going to follow us. So we have got to play chess and think just as strategically as they are. We have got to use what the Most High gave us in our reasoning and our intellectual capacity to say, hey, okay, I see you. I know how we gonna rock, but I'm gonna do something different. And as I told you, he has done something different with me, and to where now, even though they have minimized me, he has increased me.
Mm.
They've lost so many technicians. So now yeah, man, look, they had a house full at first, but with this new guy coming in and the maintenance manager, they have ran off 7 technicians and they are hurting right now. So they had to open up overtime. And so that's the blessing. That's the barakah, overtime. Because now they got to foot the bill for not only your regular pay, but time and a half. And as we discussed earlier, you know what time and a half is on certain dollar amounts when you of what you get paid an hour. So they got that's their bill. They got a foot. They got a foot.
Mm.
And again, that's the lesson, because Yahuwah says that if we hearken unto his voice and diligently seek his face, he shall be an enemy to our enemies and an adversary to our adversaries.
Mm.
And that's how I look at it. That's just from my experience. So no, again, EEOC I didn't do because I've been instructed otherwise, and it has worked out.
Are you looking for do you have a backup plan if something was to happen? All right.
Of course, man. Nothing happens until he wanted to happen. That's why you know how we was talking about be still. Of course, when you and I were conversating about it, it's not be still as if to sit on the couch and eat a bag of chips, some cold drinks or something. But it's be still where you are and do what needs to be done to get to the point where he wants you to be. No, it ain't gonna be easy. Uh, it may be a little difficult, but even though the difficulty is there, know that when we go through the waters, he is always with us, and we shall go through the fire and not be burned. So again, being still doesn't mean just doing nothing, because he's going to open up an avenue for us to travel down. But like we talking about, having faith, having a munah, because whatever he says over your life, it's going to happen. That comes out of Numbers 23:19, because the Most High does not lie, and neither is he a man or a son of man that he needs to repent. So the backup plan, he is my backup plan. And again, like I said, they had to open up overtime, and now they got to foot the bill for a time and a half, and time and a half on from $15 to $20 an hour. You're looking at 15 time and a half would be something like 22. Anything increased in that number, you're looking at 25, $26 an hour.
Mm.
So
Was I?
it just goes back to the same point that he can do things that we can't. And me not being emotional about it, me not wanting to go upside somebody's head, it gave me that barakah, it gave me that blessing.
So what you're saying that spiritually and mentally, um, you stay grounded, and that
Right,
helps you overcome um the um the adversity.
right, right.
So that what you would tell a black person that's because there are people that listen to this live right now will catch the replay on YouTube
Hmm.
and they're going through what you're going through. You seen Ty Muhammad talking about that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What would you tell them, man? Like on your personal, like you actually experienced this. You know what I'm saying? What would you tell them?
Well, for each of us, the situation is going to be different. But in her case, man, if she were to seek a legal course of action and have where she was terminated because of some customer not liking the fact that she doesn't celebrate a felonious pagan holiday, then yeah, she could actually. It was Trader Joe's, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she actually has standing, which is a legal term of having causation to sue. So yeah, she does have standing because she was terminated because of some person saying or getting in their feelings about not celebrating um America's birthday or whatever that didn't happen on the 4th. So that's another story on its own. But she can go through certain avenues to remedy that termination if she so choose. But what I would like to say is the reason why I didn't do it, again, being instructed by the Most High, we also got to take into account the cost of a legal remedy, and it's it's it can get steep. I'm not sure about in certain areas and states, but I know that here in Louisiana, to file a complaint against a company or even against a person, it's like $300 to file that complaint. It's got to be typed up in a certain way. Just like what you was talking about having a company or starting a business, there are so many things and other requirements necessary. So with the legal remedy, you got to start with a complaint. The company is going to file their complaint. You got to think about the education background of their attorneys. So even if you don't get somebody that's on your side, they have a team of attorneys waiting to to rebuttal your complaint to say that, oh, this person is delusional or this, that, and the third. And if you don't have the financial backing to seek that legal remedy, it could get very bad for you real quick. So
Um,
this is why I said to not be in our feelings, not be in our emotions about it, and then in all your ways, seek the Most High and see what He wants you to do. He might want you to do that. And He's going to provide the resources for you to do it. He might not, but it depends on your situation and um, how you converse with Him and um, receive instruction.
let me say this though. I know somebody personally ever discriminated against 2 3 times. That's
Okay.
where you live at, and they filed the EOC, and they say one time I told him you be lucky they got a job. I'm not hearing nothing good about them either, because from how it go, because I went through 2 situations. My last company I worked for, and what they do is if you got a claim, which discrimination is a hard claim to prove, really, it's really hard claim to prove. We see that a lot. And what they would do, they will file a lawsuit for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But see, for me, like I believe in using councilmen's representatives. I believe in shooting them letters. You know what I'm saying? They always trying to be in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying?
Of
Especially
course.
product. And I would advise you write a councilman to somebody. I would advise you, and you never know um, who may help. You'd be surprised the people I didn't wrote, things I didn't did. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Behind the scenes, when I talk to you, I'm gonna offer some help to you if you want to like pursue certain things without trying to hurt yourself, but having some kind of backup plan, writing certain people that can make those phone calls, that can look in this, that, and other, and what have you. I'm not saying it's a for sure thing, but um, I know the Most High have you. I see how vibrant you are. I see how positive you are, but I still advise that you know that you protect yourself in the sense whereas they already take you for granted. You already know that, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
a lot of missteps, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, we'll talk about it after we get off this live and what have you. But I just want everybody to know EOC is questionable when it comes to discrimination claim. I won't even lie, you know. When you at the bottom of the barrel, you're poor, they do treat us less than. But I always advise to go through proper channels and just don't let nobody punch on you and kick you. You know what I'm saying? I believe in
Right.
writing letters. I know we be talking about forget the government and blah blah blah. But if you're paying tax, you're paying taxes. You're paying for the councilman's job, representative, what have you. You know what I'm saying? Attorney General, EEOC, all of them, they really actually work for you. They don't make you feel like that, right? But I do believe that I'm gonna be honest with you. When I went in the system a long time ago, I had to file legal actions to get out. When I had legal reasons, I filed getting lawsuits. I was winning though, you know what I'm saying? But of course, I studied law and what have you. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I tell you, my testimony is deep. I don't talk about it as much, but once why I say things. But the Most High delivered me in so many ways. You know what I'm saying? Even with this challenge, right? This challenge is taking off. It's the Most High. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to grow. I give all praise to the Most High, but I do believe that prayer without works is in vain. Like and believing and sitting still is in vain if you don't understand, you know, what you're dealing with and what how the Most High will work in your life for you to achieve that. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High can do anything, right? He can just touch something, a person, and something it's done. You know. But sometimes he do it like he done Job. You know what I'm saying? Or you go might do like you did Dan. You know what I'm saying? You'll be in them positions where there's time where you'll be tested, and there's times where you know what I'm saying. The Most High see that you're doing so good that He see how you can withstand it. You know what I'm saying? And for you know it, you know you walk away with all smile and like this brother in his case, making more money than he was making and stuff like that. So everything worked out. But I want to thank you, man, for coming on the channel and tell your story. I didn't really want to go in detail, y'all, and just say a whole lot of stuff about what's going on. He still do work for his company and what have you. At the same time, we want to be smart. Too many times we talk on social media doing this here. it's not about that. It's about using tech, like you say, by playing chess, not checkers. But I want to thank him. I advise any and everybody stand up for yourself. You don't have to cuss nobody, like you said. You don't have to fight nobody. If somebody doing you wrong, like he said, he called a man a lie. You can call him a lie. You can dress them, have you, and we have to always be prepared. Cause like when I'm at in Georgia, they got the employers got the right to fire you for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? And that happened to me. And I couldn't get no unemployment or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I was the EOC, I was everybody, right? I didn't go that far because I just dropped the clan. I wanted to getting hired somewhere else. But I do believe in fighting back. I understand laws wasn't with us. I understand that a lot of things, we was after the fact and how we benefited. We even though now we know that they almost they almost forced the employees. We don't stand a lot of Caucasians are not working. We talk about black people a lot, they don't want to work or they don't stay on job. They quit and all that, do all that kind of crazy stuff. They be needing labor. So a lot of times, you talk about front action, they be needing not just somebody that works, somebody that's a good worker. You get a worker, but if they garbage, they're not hitting on nothing, then you really wasting your time and money hiring somebody that's not going to produce what you expect them to produce. But in your case, man, I mean, my heart goes out to you. When you first told what happened to you, my heart was just, I was just touched, man. I came on my platform talking about you, but I finally got you on the show. I just want to thank you, man. So if you have any last words or whatever, I'm going to chat, and I'm at the end of this. I got to go pick up my girl from the airport.
Yeah, I would just say to everybody out there listening, Shalom, which in the Yahudi's language means peace unto you. Seek the higher path for the most part, as far as being prepared. If you feel like you're in a situation where you are being discriminated against by your employer, don't be in your feelings, don't be in your emotions. Start recording, period. Start recording, taking down dates and times of when things were said, who said them, um, what was said. If you can get your cell phone and make an audio recording, do it. If you're looking for, like Brother Major was saying, as far as going to the EEOC, yeah, it is very true that they will just toss you to the side. But if you come with evidence, then they cannot deny you.
Mm.
So chess, not checkers. Think about what you got to do, and from my experience, seek Yahuwah in all your ways. That you lean not into your own understanding. Acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path. And don't worry about the fiery trial because it's just come to prepare you for greater. Remember,
Mm.
greater is He that is in Yahusha than he that is in the world. They can touch you. Yes, that's true. But they can't touch the Most High. He can work in ways and do things that they can't. So remember, be prepared. Think about what you got to do and stay grounded. And He going to work out for you. Shalom to
Thank you so
everybody out
much,
there.
brother, for real. Thank you for this powerful testimony. Thank you for being true um, to the faith as well as true to your path and walk. What you shared with everybody was needed. We very, very encouraged. Um, and if anybody is coming in late, please watch the replay. This is Yasharal, a brother who I see weekly, serves in my truck and what have you. He have been discriminated on the job. I'm not gonna talk about it again because we already spoke about it. But if you're coming in late, check this out. But this is a real live testimony. This brother's still employed with this company. We're not bring out a bunch of details and what have you, but we just want to kind of inform the public, our people particularly, about dealing with discrimination in the workplace. And like you said, all cases are not the same. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So what happened to him, what may happen to you, what happened to someone else, may be entirely different. But the most important thing is believing in the Most High, being positive, not losing your cool, and understanding there will be trials and stuff. But there are things set up with it. You can look at the EEOC, you can look at probably an attorney file a suit, um, probably contacting a representative, a local councilman or what have you. turn the jury. I don't know, and some of the stuff can be very costly. And
Hmm.
we understand that we're black and melanated people, copper tone, whatever you want to call it, whatever, Kemites, whatever. But at the end of the day, we have to understand that it's Walt. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at it as Walt, my mindset is to always stay focused, stay vigilant, and just be prepared. That's why it's important that we have the Most High in our life. I want to thank you, brother. I said I have to be getting on. I'm gonna go through the chat and what have you, but I appreciate you. Much love and shalom, brother.
Much love, shalom, to everybody out there, man. It was good talking to you.
All right, peace, brother.
Peace.
All right. I want to thank the brother for coming on. Beautiful, beautiful brother. Very, very humble, full of fire. I'm gonna run through y'all chat. I have to go. I just wanted to bring this brother on and talk about his story. It's very, very strong. It's very powerful. I'm glad he was able to share. Sabbath shalom, brothers and sisters, guards and goddesses. Let's what's up? 100 Black Real in the building. Health in the building. Peace made in the chat. How y'all doing? S7, the beautiful black man dealt with typical white system of white privilege. This was standard for them to make a way for their hive. S7, you are 100% correct. Them dirty dogs. um, what's your email? Yeah, Dan, I put in that. So you should have it right now. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. It's sickening. She quits again. We love the option of living freely when we must live with caution. So man, excuse me, so sad. Ignorance is built into whites. Real talk. Stare to the heart. My ancestors taught me to expect nothing from cowards. It's harder for Gen X. We gave y'all a lot of hugs, so you all are mere subject to disappointment from cowards. Linda, greetings, Major. UK with you. What's up, UK? Shout out to all sisters and brothers, UK. Stand up. That's what's up. Love you for coming through. Appreciate you so much. All praise for your endurance, Yasharal. Shout you out, brother. Shout you out. The whole being is effect. All praise the Creator for your endurance and high moral standard. Psalm 91 over you and your family. Thank you so much. At 7. HR protect the company. Everything they did to you, that's what they did to me. Damn. Wow. Look, Tyra, that was a confirmation. The Most High got y'all communicating. Yeah, confirmation. You know what I'm saying? And both of y'all are strong, 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 strong. And I respect that. Y'all kids, real talk, Yasharal. Let's see. I go out telling I am not the one. I speak how I feel, and when they are wrong. Yeah. We are nothing without Yahshua, the Most High, Elohim. I was told I was being insubordinate, what that? Inso, I'm gonna say insubordinate, I guess. And I said, um, I speak and say not when you are wrong. I never say such a thing. Go. Government structure, whites are afraid, intimidated by strong, righteous, courageous, intelligent black men. Real talk. I would always get the boot when I tell them they are wrong. I will not let you give that wrong. Preach, black man. Bottom line, end of the day, it's all about ownership. Real talk, Sabbath, lesson for the day. Thank you, Major TV and brother Yasharal. Get an attorney who is willing to take the case on contingency. Real talk. We don't have to pay no money. That real talk might help us out, y'all. Now we see why we need our own. It's up to us and no one else. Shalom, let's the conversation is so inspiring and healing. Salute King Yasharal. I pray for the best for you, brother. Save money and start your own business. Talk, y'all. Talk. Keep it going. Sometimes you feel like now I know his name. I know I can pronounce it now, but give me a minute. My equilibrium's a little off, y'all. Let's time. Namaya, I'm gonna let him help me out. Pronounce that word for me, man. I'm not. That's Namaya.
Which
And sometimes like Namaya.
I don't see.
Nehemiah.
I think it's Nehemiah.
All right, Nehemiah. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I just want to make sure. I'm a little slow today, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep you on the screen. I'm gonna keep you on the screen. Sometimes you feel Nehemiah, we have to stay in the struggle and continue to rebuild. And I apologize, y'all. I'm a little tired, so my day been a little busy. Big true. Yes, exactly. They coming hard too. Y'all remembers when the elder told us to run in the thunderstorm, it's refreshing and do, and you do feel the power. I don't recommend with the straight hair, you got to stand in and drink it up. You be selling positive message, real talk. Thank you, Major TV.
And just be positive about it. I know it's hard, it's difficult, but when First Peter talks about the fiery trial again, just like he did Job. He allowed the evil one to attack Job, but you got to understand something about that situation. The evil one could only touch the things he only could touch his possessions. But when it came to his life, to his body, Yahuwah says specifically, do not lay your hands on him. So you got to understand one thing. The evil one has to give permission to touch you. And when he touches you, it's for preparation. Yahuwah is preparing you for something greater. We just got to trust him and trust the process. It's not an easy process. Our situations are going to be different. But when the process is complete, as it says in Job 23:10, you shall come forth as gold. And you know, or we all know, gold shines. And see, we got to know who we are as a people. See that book we read called the scriptures? Major, you know who that book is written of and who that book is about.
Right. Real talk.
So know who you are as a people. We are the children of scripture. We are the children of the Most High, not those imposters over there. So you are special. You are Yahuwah's treasured possession. You are the apple of his eye. And know that he is going to work it out for you.
Mm-hmm.
No, he said that King David said that 1,000 days in Yahuwah's court. No, I'm sorry, a day in his courts is likened unto 1,000 years. So you got to understand that the moment you come into strife, the moment you come into anguish and trouble, he has already worked it out. We just got to get there. We got to believe that he is going to do it. Because I said once he has said something over your life, it's going to come to pass. You just can't let the evil one discourage you. It's going to come to pass. Believe that.
The Smith said, Shalom, made TV and brother Yasharal, blessings and peace. And I'm sorry for taking out the screen, man. I should have went through the comments with you and thank you with Nehemiah because everything went like this on the screen.
Blessings to you too, Miss Leslie. It's a privilege. Like I said, I give all praise to the Most High Yahuwah because this came out of nowhere. I'm thankful to the brother Major for giving me this opportunity. I'm blessed to have communion with Yasharal. I'm blessed to have communion with my people. So if I can be a help to anyone, I've been through a certain thing, and he has brought me from a mighty long way. So I got to give back. To whom much is given, much is required.
As Lucas said, Shalom, Shalom, sister.
Shalom, Lucas.
Yeah, you're right. Made TV family, appreciate you. Real talk. That's how brothers treat each other, respect, love it. Yeah, yeah. Olivia, how you doing, sweetheart? Shalom, family, blessings. Shalom to you.
Hey, Olivia, how you doing?
That's a shalom, edit. Yeah, shalom, edit. They holler at each other now. Teach Black Man Teach, real talk. Did a great job tonight, y'all. That's what's up. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody that was in the chat, as well as this brother coming on. I like the engagement. We seen a similar situation with you, sister Tara Muhammad, and bro, it was touching, But I'm just glad that we was able to just bring your story out. Hopefully, people when they watch it on replay, they'll see that how you dealt with this. It might give them some kind of encouragement and insight as far as dealing with future situations or current situations and whatnot. So I want to thank you again. I want to thank everybody. So I'm about to ride out, y'all. So
I want you to know one thing. Iron sharpens iron, and that's what we did tonight. Iron sharpens iron. Remember that.
Real talk. So look, y'all stay focused, still cool, just be black. Peace.
Later.